Thank you for tuning in and welcome to Errant Painting. Today I want to talk a bit about all the projects I have going on and how there might be a bit too many of them. For starters, Mother Nurgle and I have bought Stormstrike and Tempest of Souls and Soul Wars for Age of Sigmar, and that means I have a Nighthaunt army and a Stormcast Eternals army I need to paint up, and I've only done a fraction of those. We haven't bought much in the way of additional units, but we do have a few Shadespire warbands and such or Warhammer Underworld warbands, if you will, that will be added to the forces. So yeah, that's quite a big painting project that I really want to get started on, but it seems that there's always something else coming in the way. Speaking of Age of Sigmar, Sleeping Bear has bought the Lumineth Rimlords box that came out a few weeks ago, and I've promised to paint those up for him. I've done a test mini, and he seems really happy with the color scheme, so those should be fun, but it's another big project that is waiting to get done. Luckily, I found a really quick and easy way to paint them using a mixture of a lot of shades, a lot of contrast paints, not a lot of layering, and I think it turned out really good, actually. Sleeping Bear and I also bought the Indomitus box set, which should arrive within a couple of weeks, and that means more Necrons to paint up, and we already did have a backlog of Necron units that are assembled but not painted yet. And it also means more Space Marines, so I'll have to get back to my Dark Angels at some point. However, I think those can wait a bit, as I have my Knights to play with as I'm getting into 9th edition. Assuming you can play Knights solo in 9th edition. I'm 9th edition. I'm not really sure about that, actually. We'll have to see when the rulebook arrives. And then there's Errant Quest. And I have a ton of bad guys to paint up for that, including my pile of shame of fantasy minis I've been collecting over the years, but I've also been buying new stuff and used stuff off eBay, stuff that I figured would be nice as enemies for my heroes to fight. I've painted up a lot of hero characters, as I mentioned in last week's video. A lot of the players have multiple characters at this point, and it's been tons of fun. But that is slowing down now, so that's something. But yeah, bad guys, I want to do themed dungeons, and I have some Age of Sigmar stuff that will look good enough in the old world, and some old minis. I want to do more Skavens, also do more Skaven tutorials for Tempo to follow as she is building her Skaven army for Age of Sigmar. And yeah, I have some Dark Elves I need to paint up so I can get a Dark Elf plot rolling, as a couple of the player characters have built their backstory around hating Dark Elves. There should be some Dark Elves to fight at some point, I think. Other than that, I have all the Dungeldorf minis I need to finish. I use them as NPCs in Errant Quest, and I also just want to finish the whole set for display purposes. I have a bunch of greenskins I need to paint up, including 2 trolls, or Trogoths. No, it's trolls because we play in the old world. And finally, there is Mother Nurgle's Demon Army, which can be played in either 40k Age of Sigmar or as bad guys in Errant Quest. And we have a ton of Nurgle demons that I need to paint up. So yeah, that is, I think, my whole backlog presented. And I think it's quite a lot. And to be quite honest, it's actually it's made it harder for me to get painting, because there is so much and I don't know where to start and what to finish first. And yeah, I think I have a light painter's block going on, actually. So luckily These Monday videos keeps me on my toes, keeps me remembering to hobby some. But yeah, I'll be very interested to hear what you do when you hit the wall. Is there a good trick you use to get hobbying, or do you just soldier through and start from one end? Yeah, I'd love to hear about that down in the comments. Also, let me know what projects I should do videos on, because when I'm hobbying, I don't always make a video about it. But if there is something in the lineup I just mentioned that you would like to see painting videos of, let me know, and I'll do my best to add that to my queue for planned videos. And speaking of planned videos, I want to get into that a little bit, because the COVID-19 ban, COVID-19 ban, coronavirus ban, has lifted some here in Denmark, and I'm having some crew members over to do some errand questing, but also to do some filming. I do have a plan of making a video where I have them all presenting their characters, telling a bit about their backstories and such for errand quest. But if you have suggestions or questions, anything for the crew, leave them below this video, and I'll be sure to shoot some footage where we talk about whatever you brought up down there. But yeah, I think that was it for today's video. Remember to leave comments, give it a like, share it if you're feeling adventurous, and yeah, till next time, take care and bye bye.